Okay. Good outcome, 52-3. So that's a lot of people doing things, a lot of things right. Whenever you have that type of score, so I think not quite as good as the week before. A little sloppier with 8 penalties. But again, if you play offense that way, and so the ones had 8 drives, 7 touchdowns, a field goal, no turnovers, no punts, you're going to win a lot of games. So I thought that it was great, like we talked about during the week, to get the run game going. And Henry Parrish was really explosive today with 4 touchdowns and 11 yards of carry. I thought, Jackson, a lot of credit to him and to Charlie Weiss, Joe Judge, a lot of people involved in that. Fisher Ray, a lot of people that do a lot of work all week long with Jackson, and Jackson's up here all the time. And so I think when that happens, it's really good to see someone that's put so much work into building this team, recruiting it, but then his own work on himself, and to play perfect there till the end. I think at one point, is it 23 or 24 straight, until the post there to Trey, was really neat to see. So that's got to be some type of school record, I would think. I think Matt had one when we played Vanderbilt our first year or something. So that's, again, a lot of people doing things well. It's hard to go, was it 24 of 24? It's hard to go 24 of 24 on air with no one around, because you drop balls. So really good protection, really good catching the ball to do that. Trey Harris, I thought, was as advertised. It was good to get Juice involved some. So I thought we just, in pass defense, we were sloppy and too many people open. And we did do a good job of red zone defense to overcome that. But I don't think we're really pleased about how we played in the pass game on defense. Run game defense was good. I think the ones till the end there, and the backups were in, gave up 10 yards rushing the whole day. So a lot of good things. We can only get to 2-0. I think we're relatively healthy, and actually look to get 1 or 2 guys back that haven't played yet as we go on the road next week to a tough opponent in the ACC.
Questions?
Lane, just kind of with Bentley, was there something with him that wasn't right? We didn't see him much till the second half. Just kind of what's the situation with him?
Well, I think that, we've got a lot of good running backs, and, thought Parrish played really well and practiced really well, so he started, and it's hard to beat 11.8 yards per carry and 4 touchdowns. And wanted to get Matt more involved after him, having best touchdown ratio in the country over the last couple of years. So really wasn't anything Bentley did wrong.
Lane, kind of along those lines, Walter not going back into the game after that interception in the end zone, was that more just based on what the score was at that point in the game, or what's kind of the early, report on, his situation?
Yeah, we don't comment much on that, but I'll help our fans on that. That was my decision not to put him back in, not a medical decision, so I can rest easy tonight.
Yeah, Lane, the 24 straight completions set a single-game SEC record with Jackson today. Just from your perspective, what was working so well for him?
Well, again, that's like I said, I give, like I say, when something happens, everybody wants to talk about that moment, but it's really all the things you did up to that moment and the thing that happened that got you there. And that's why I kind of went on that long part about all the coaches that help him, but what he does all offseason. He is up here all week long in every area. And I just love it because he prepares each game like it's the national championship. And he did it this week. And it's just really good when something pays off like that, to be 100% completion through over 3 quarters of football, is awesome. It's awesome to see.
Questions? We'll take questions up top. Go ahead.
Lane, for Henry Parrish to come in here and have the day that he did, what does that kind of say about the depth that y'all have at running back?
Well, I don't know necessarily about depth for sure that it says. I think it just says that, Henry's a really good player. We recruited him out of high school. At one point, he was coming to us at FAU till we came here and did well here as a true freshman. And glad he came back, obviously, and he's really had a great summer. He got here late and his weight was down and he put a lot of good weight on and has worked really hard for this. So that was great to see.
Go ahead. It's all about.
Lane, Caden Lee had a great game. What kind of player is he, and what does he add to the wide receiver depth chart?
Caden's great, makes a ton of plays, does everything right, high culture guy. We're fortunate to have a lot of those. And Jordan Watkins coming back and playing a little bit today was awesome to have those two guys because those guys can play. Jordan can play outside. He did some today, so he was playing with them. And when those two guys are in, you just know they're going to figure the plays out. They allow us to play really fast because they're so savvy and unique players.
We'll stay at top. Yeah, the defense, obviously hasn't allowed a touchdown this year, but you were talking about, the red zone defense kind of bailing out the rest of it today. How close do you think this defense is to where you want it to be at this point?
Yeah, I probably thought it was closer prior to the game. I just think we didn't play very clean in the back end. They dropped some balls. They had the guy open on the deep post. Quarterback missed the throw. So we're not going to be able to play like that in the SEC, against better passing teams. So, we got to clean that up, which, look around the country. Everybody's got things to work on. So we're appreciative of, having 2 wins like this. As you look around the country, you see some people when I walk by the scoreboard, be happy to be 2-0. So, but we got a lot of work to do.
Lane, having the injuries that you've had so far just in the interior of the offensive line with the guys that have been able to step up, I know there's some stuff to look back on this one in particular, but just what's your evaluation of the interior offensive line for these first 2 games?
Yeah, we got 3 guys that either played a lot or we anticipated playing a lot on the inside of that O-line that are out and didn't play. So, we look to get those guys back. So I think it was really good to see us run the ball the way we did without those guys. And as they come back, that'll just improve us. And so it's a good thing.
I know it's his first game back, but Watkins at punt returner, have you guys talked about keeping him there for the year, or is he kind of just going to be on offense this year?
Yeah, Mike has done a really good job punt returning. So again, these are good problems to have that we're talking about. These 3 linemen that are starting type linemen that are out, and we're able to play other guys. And we've never had that. We've never had where we got a good returner, but we got another good returner, and now we got 2 really elite slots in Caden. So it's just, and Jordan's just really good problems to have.
Any more questions for Coach? All right. Thanks.
All right, guys, thank you.